With us today, we got Joe, Trigger Joe Britson.
All right, let's go.
To try to get a matchup with Ngannou. Oh, goes the win! Francis Ngannou!
Well, this is just a fist. When I start throwing it around, I can leave one hell of a mess. Let's dance.
Multiple occasions. Wow, it looks like they're going to swing to the very end.
And he wasn't kidding. Wow. It's very rare. What a finish.
Another one.
It really poses the question, what do you want to do? Do you want to take a chance and risk getting knocked out? Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Trying to take care of business, trying to get to...
Oh.
It's a knockout.
Oh, my
It's a knockout.
And it's closing in. Trying to finish it. And it's over.
Because I'm going to take this foot and I'm going to whop you on that side of your face. There's not a goddamn thing you can do about it.
Buck is brought to you by Modelo.
I killed it! Right in the face, man.
And we have a new nickname. Okay, we have William Send It 7 Pearson. All right, other than that, we used to call him Willie Pete. We used to call him the Mad Russian.
For his opponent to be quicker on the tangent.
Now you're gonna get it, Bobby.
I think you've had enough. No? Now you've had enough. Bitch. Wow. How good is this?
Finish him! Body bag!
Another one.
Everybody gets triggered. It's just if you become a pansy. That's in the Book of Earl.
I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
You called down the thunder, well now you got it.
Gotta be very careful. What's up, Trash Talkers? What's up, Gruntworks Nation? We are here after our vacation. Well, I'm still on vacation. The big girl is letting it loose. All right. Everybody knows that. Everybody's saying it. Like Donald Trump says, it's the best ever. It's the best vacation of all time. All right. So I am not sober. Okay. Everybody needs to understand that. So trust me on these picks. They are not the ones that you want. However, that's why I got my two boys. All right. I got Send It 7 Bill Pearson and I got Trigger Joe Britson. All right. They are the experts and they are going to tell you who's going to win these fights. So I believe it's UFC 264, correct?
That is correct.
I nailed that. I didn't screw that up. Okay. One for one.
One take.
Anyways, big shout out to our sponsor, 10th Mountain Whiskey. Get on there, put in VTT. I got the vodka bottle up there in the back. Wife hasn't drinking it all, so we're good. We're gonna hit that up later. But go on there, put that code in, and you get yourself a discount. Also, put in VTTGW on Gruntworks or Veteran Trash Talks store and get yourself a discount as well on all this awesome merch that we have. So if you didn't buy the July 4th stuff, you can still rock this shirt out next time. Bill has the best shirt ever. All right. Quit being a triggered pansy. That's literally what everybody is nowadays. And then when you're a war fighter, you keep calm and you lay suppressive fire. Okay. That's what you do. Okay. Everybody's like, what are you doing when somebody shoots at you?
You guys see that? I was doing the Vince Vaughn from old school. Still holding. Did you see me hold myself there?
Back.
It's impressive.
That's what you do. Anyways, hey, so those of you who are just jumping on, haven't watched our show, okay, these guys are going to give you who's going to win. They're going to tell you how to make money. Now, I'm riding the heater right now. These two guys have made me a lot of money the last 2 weeks. So I'm really looking forward to placing a bet tonight. And I hope that they give me the right information because I'm about to go big. All right. So, because that's what I do. I don't save any of my money. I just reload it and fucking send it. So, this is a big week. I think it's McGregor and Poirier. All right. Is that how you call him? Did he spell that in English? What is that?
Yeah, Poirier.
Poirier. Excuse me.
He's from Louisiana. He's Creole.
Lafayette, Louisiana.
So I read a joke today online before we get into the fights. And it says, because we're on Gruntworks, we can say this, right? Have you ever jerked off so good that you made yourself a sandwich?
Yes.
Have you ever thought about that? The answer should be yes, the most of Gruntworks Nation. If it's not,
I don't know that I've correlated the two together, but it's certainly one then the other has happened in succession in that order. So I know that.
Nice. So again, those of you that are coming on first time, so pay attention. These guys are going to make you money. Okay. Now I give you the clown picks. If you're feeling risky, you take my picks. All right. And sometimes they pay off. All right. But most of the times they don't. Most of the times they lose. And let's not even talk about the NBA finals today, guys. Don't even want to get into that. All right. So Bucks are down.
You promise? Do you promise?
I mean, I stopped watching basketball anyways for the most part, but it's like, you know how many times I've seen the Milwaukee Bucks in the playoffs? I mean, in the finals in my life?
0 times.
0 times. So I was like, I'm watching it. And then they get the shit kicked out of them. So,
you know the best part about the NBA playoffs this year was the viral video. Did anybody see the Phoenix Suns fan that clocked those 2 Nuggets fans? And after he whooped the one guy's ass, goes, Suns in 4. Suns in 4.
Yeah, so Booker sent him an autographed jersey and tickets to all the playoff games.
That was one of my favorite videos I've ever seen in my life for any reason.
And
that was fantastic.
A good turn into the fights because he knocked that one guy out right away.
Dude, they didn't want none once he started swinging.
And like that guy could have kept hitting him, but he didn't because he was probably an actual fighter, So he went after the next guy. And then he went over and checked on the guy to make sure he was okay. It's like, not only did he knock your ass out, he was like, get up, buddy, you're done. Like, it's time to go. Let's get out of here. But those of you watching, if you don't bet with us, then you don't win. Okay, so bet with us. And again, the last year and a half, what, Bill, Joe, like we are absolutely dominating. Just dominating picks. I have literally the vacation that I'm on is paid for by UFC picks. So it's like we give you the picks, we give you the locks, the parlays. Careful with the parlays; those are the ones that hit you big. But if you just listen to the locks and just bet some of the fights and hedge your bets the right way, then you're going to win. Because again, we don't want you to lose money, all right? But we do lose once in a while. So don't take it personal when you lose the first time, but if you stay with the average bets, the locks that these guys are telling you, you're going to win. You're going to win. So anyways, let's go to the first fight. And we have Sean O'Malley at 13-1 versus Chris Motihino. All right, both of these guys got weird hair. All right. Not sure I like it, but Joe, didn't Sean O'Malley win us a big parlay by like a knockout in the last 5 seconds of the third round? When he was
against Almeida?
Yeah.
I think he won by getting in under the bell with that knockout. Like it was a -1.5 rounds bet or something along those lines because it was a second round knockout. But he also screwed us on the Brandon Vera fight. So yeah, that's him. I'll let you continue before we get into our picks, but that's the guy.
I'm definitely taking Sean in this fight. All right, and it's going to be probably in the third round I am going to say this is definitely going to be a right eye. We're going to call it a ref stoppage, doctor stoppage. All right, the other guy's right eye is going to be fucking done in the third round. I don't know why it's going to happen, but that's how it's going to happen. The big girl says it. It's probably going to happen. So O'Malley, 3rd round, Dr. Savage. Joe, no, actually, we're not going to you, Joe, because you lost your shit last time, didn't we? Did we? Are we going to cover that? Are we going to talk about how you took the whole tree on your back?
We're down. We're down. I'm trying to get us the point back. Don't get them all riled up.
Isn't the infantry down like 4?
I want them. What's that? We're down 3.
Oh, we're down 3. Okay, so hopefully there might be a fight on this card we can maybe pick up, Joe. Like, geez, like at least I had an excuse. But
the week before I won.
Months. Reigning champ for months.
What say you are the champ? You are the king of battle. The artilleryman. What say you? All
right, so this is the easiest fight on the card. Joe and I will agree. This is also one of our locks. If it gets out of the first round, I'll be surprised. If you don't know, Moutinho, the guy he's fighting, took this fight on 10 days' notice, and it's his UFC debut versus O'Malley. So really, this is just him getting a quick paycheck for showing up and making weight. So Sean O'Malley, I'll do first round TKO. If it gets out of 3 minutes, I'll really be surprised. But O'Malley TKO first round, and that's one of my locks for sure.
Nice. Joe, what say you?
Yeah, Sean O'Malley is definitely a lock. I also, because of the gigantic minus 800 he's going off at right now, you have to parlay it inside 1.5. If you're going to bet this fight, bet it inside 1.5. That's the only way you're going to get the money to be reasonable or even add to a parlay. But Sean O'Malley, first round TKO, I'll be shocked if this guy gets midway into the second. So
nice.
I'd go minus 1.5.
We got Stephen Wood on BTT. He says, made myself a sandwich.
I like that guy.
Must have been really good.
And I don't even know him.
So
fantastic.
Good for you.
Yeah. So, this is why we share for brilliant responses.
I love it. Okay, the next fight
I'm glad our show could do it for you.
This show will get you.
It must have been the Indiana Jones hat.
Can you claim that? Actually, if you look at it, can you see that?
What's that now?
Oh shit!
It's literally the Indiana Jones hat. Okay.
Now,
I've wanted this my whole life, and our sponsors from 10th Mountain were able to get it for me. So again, who does not want to wear the Indiana Jones hat?
Captain Wayne Baconator Adgerton just said Chuck Norris just made some meat waffles. That's a step up.
Wasn't Chuck Norris born the same day the Japanese surrendered or the Germans? Like one of the
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but everybody knows that Chuck Norris and Superman argue over who has cooler Jack Bauer pajamas.
Everybody knows it. Everybody's saying it. Donald Trump is not George Washington, but they were both presidents. You get the shirt. Remember, VTTGW. Put in the code. All right, go to Gruntworks store or go to Veteran Trash Talk store and get the discount. So VTTGW. And Bill, don't comment on my stuttering. I am hammered. Okay. This is what I do. All right.
Stop projecting.
So anyways, the next fight, woman bantamweight fight with Irene Aldana versus Yana Kunitskaya. Kunitskaya? Did I say that right?
Kunitskaya. That's right.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm gonna go again. It's pretty simple. And whenever you have somebody who's got like an Eastern European name, you got to tend to go with them. All right, because they grew up hard. All right, they grew up fighting, not like you fat ass motherfuckers in America. So this chick's probably gonna kick Irene. I'm gonna go Yana with a decision because it's just gonna be boring. That's what I think. That's what the big girl thinks. But again, so don't take my bets. Joe, this fight is on you.
Yeah, this is a tough one. I'm not locking this or parlaying this or even really touching it outside of this pick, but I'm gonna go Irene Aldana. She came in 4 pounds overweight also, which is honestly not a disadvantage. It's actually an advantage. So which means she's gonna be huge. Kunitskaya is a little bit smaller. She's a striker. She can outpoint somebody if they don't get busy, but I think Aldana is too big and is going to be able to lay and pray and get a decision.
Very nice. Bill, what's in you? Oh, this is a tough. Could be a point.
I went back and forth in this a lot, and I brought in some statistics on this one. My heart, I'm going to explain it to the bettors out there. So my heart is saying Aldana. She's fought the better competition. She just came off a loss, but it's to Holly Holm. It's a better loss. Kunitskaya has the highest striking or significant strike percentage in the UFC. She switched her game up a little bit.
Is that
I originally what?
Is that a real? Did you hit us with a real stat?
Yeah.
That's true.
I originally had Aldana, but going through the entire fight card, we had too many favorites, and I went through every UFC pay-per-view since 2012. And went with how many of the underdogs won and how many of the favorites won. So I had to give up a few favorites. So I'm going to give it up on this one because it's kind of split down the middle. Kunitskaya is a plus 100 versus Aldana is a minus 122. They're very evenly matched. There's only 1 inch height difference between them. Joe's right. Aldana came in a little heavy, which actually benefits her a little bit. But at the end of the day, I'm going to go with Kunitskaya also to a split decision.
That's my man, Bill. So I've been betting with Bill lately because
Joe's again, I will also say this.
Nick, you just hit a 4-fighter for me 2 weeks ago.
I will leave this off.
Jesus Christ.
I did hit a 4-fighter from Joe's picks, and it was a big one. But I'm just saying, last time if you bet Bill, big time. So
I'm not saying Bill's not red hot. I'm saying it's not like I'm Hey, what about we? Eh?
But all right, so we got Joe taking Aldana, and we got Bill taking Yana. So is there a point on this?
No. I would stay away from this fight with any parlay. I wouldn't put any money on it. It could really go either way. All right, I'm just going with statistics on this one.
Works in Veteran Trash Talk. Do not bet this fight unless you're with the Big Earl. If you're with the Big Earl, you put all your money on Yana because she's gonna win. Okay, that's what the Big Earl says. I bet every pick I say for at least $5. I'm losing money on that one. When I bet Joe's and Bills, I win money. So pay attention. All right. So the heavyweight fight. The Hawaiian Tuivasa.
Tuivasa, and he's Australian.
Yeah,
yeah, he is actually
Australian, and you got against Greg Hardy, the old NFL player. Well, obviously, Greg Hardy, I think he murdered people in real life, right? I think him and Ray Lewis were hanging out in a club. They literally killed people. So I'm going to go with Greg Hardy in the first round with a murder. All right, can you win by murder? I mean, I don't know. So let's go Greg Hardy by murder first round. Bill, what say you?
I will not go with murder. That'd be a hell of a parlay to hit, though. So honestly, this is another one of those fights I looked at giving up maybe statistically, but I'm going to stick with Tuivasa on this one. Hardy's improved himself a little bit. Now he trains one-on-one with Rashad Evans. So he left his camp. He had too many people talking to him type of deal. So he wanted to go with a more narrowed view for coaching, I would say. But Tuivasa's got a chin. Tuivasa is your typical, that New Zealand, South Australian style guy that just likes to brawl. Comes in with a big old flabby belly and just throws haymakers. But he's
also drinks a beer in the ring after he's done.
And he also put out on the weigh-in show that he wants the bet between him and Hardy to be whoever loses pours a beer in his shoe and drinks it. He's just that dude. Hardy's shown he can be rocked too and wobbled. So, but Tuivasa just got the stronger chin in this one. I don't see this fight leaving the first round, to be honest with you. I'm going to go with Tuivasa TKO into the first.
Nice. The Big Earl agrees with the roundage, but not the fight. Because, like I said, Greg Hardy murdered people, but Bill ignores that.
Would
Joe,
not go with a murder.
Yeah. Joe, what say you?
I got Tuivasa. I'm going with the hands in this one. You know, I think that Hardy is going to invite it, and I saw him in the press conference talk about how everybody tries to wrestle him. Everyone tries to. Tuivasa will not try to do that. He likes his odds of connecting before you put him to sleep because he doesn't mind if you connect. So Hardy's going to look better when he steps in there, but Tuivasa's got the better hands, stronger chin, and I say he connects late first round. So I'm with Bill on this one, first round TKO.
All right, there you have it. Hey, Trash Talkers and Gruntworks Nation. Remember, when these guys agree on the fight, it's probably going to happen that way. All right, and obviously there's some fights that Vegas says the same thing, but when these guys are talking about rounds and over-unders, pay attention to that stuff. So they're saying, like, this thing's not going past the first round. Like, this fight is going to end. So that's another bet you could possibly put on your card, right, Joe? Am I correct in saying that? That, like, probably take this. A lock would probably under one.
Yeah, no, I would definitely parlay this fight. I'm very comfortable with Tuivasa. Yeah, under 1.5 would be the way to go.
Nice. So the next fight, the co-main, we got a welterweight fight with Gilbert Burns at 19-4 and Stephen Thompson at 16-4. So, I mean, are you really named Gilbert? Like, is that really your name? Like, I will tell Gilbert right now that I've never lost in the octagon. Okay, so if Gilbert wants to come at me, I'm here, Gilbert. All right, because I don't like your name either. That's why you're going to lose in the first round to Stefan or whatever. However is it Steven?
It's Steven.
You'll like Wonder Boy Thompson.
Wonder Boy Thompson.
Oh yeah, that's gold. I needed that intel because I was on the fence on that, but Wonder Boy Thompson is going to destroy Gilbert. Okay, Gilberts aren't supposed to win. That's why they named you Gilbert. You're gonna. It's over. And I'm gonna say second round armbar. What say you, Joe?
Yeah, I got Wonder Boy in this one. Got the reach. He's a striking master. He's going to keep Burns at distance. Burns is going to want to brawl, and Thompson's too slick for that. He creates angles, makes people make mistakes, and I got Thompson. Burns is a tough out, so I got him surviving, but I got Thompson by decision.
Very nice, very nice. So you're saying this fight's going all the way, huh? And then
yeah. If it was 5, I would say no, but I think he makes it through 3 rounds because Thompson's not a knockout artist.
Making it 5. Do you not?
This one's 3.
It's 3. Okay. So Bill, what do you got?
Yeah, same thing. Thompson's. This is gonna be a technical fight. Wonder Boy's gonna use his reach and his cardio. He's gonna keep him at bay and just tag him and stick and move the whole fight. If Gilbert gets him on the ground, it might be a little bit more of a problem, but I don't think that's going to happen. It's going to be Wonder Boy Thompson with the decision. I might give Gilbert Burns the first round, but Wonder Boy's going to win for sure, decision win. I just think he's way too tactical of a fighter. Burns is more of a brawler. I think Wonder Boy's striking ability is going to come out on top on this one. So Stephen Thompson. Stephen Thompson decision, sure.
In a striking masterclass.
Yeah. Very nice. I like that. So all right. So before we get to this last fight with Poirier and McGregor, what is the hype behind all this stuff? So those that are new to UFC, those that might not watch it as religiously as our 2 experts here. Like, what is the rivalry there? What is the point of the third fight?
Bill, you want to start? I can start. Conor, Poirier and Conor met right before Conor went on his meteoric rise, and Poirier was already considered a pretty solid journeyman fighter and on the upper echelon at the time. And Conor came in and just absolutely dog walked him in every press conference, disrespected him, just basically. I'll never forget him saying, when I hit you with a stiff jab and your knees clatter and you do the chicken dance. He's like that. I kept saying, your little pea head is what he kept saying. When I hit him, that little pea head, and he does the chicken dance. And then he did. And Conor kind of embarrassed him. And then they both end up at 155. I'll make a long story short. Dustin Poirier ceased to exist as the UFC knew him when he went up to 155. Turned into a different animal, hits harder, takes a better punch, has fought the top level guys and only lost to Khabib. Knocked out Justin Gaethje. Let's remember that. So when Poirier got McGregor in the second fight, everybody kind of was thinking it was going to go the way it did, but they were hoping it didn't because there were so many Conor fans. Well, Poirier ate him alive. And I honestly think that he got him so quick that he wants to get him again that fast just to prove it wasn't a fluke. So they're both 1-1. But, man, I do not like this fight for Conor.
Real quick, Nick, before I get into the rivalry, Keith Eby on Gruntworks wanted to pass on Indiana Jones, how cute. I remember when I was 5.
Right. So, Keith, remember that I've always wanted this hat since I was 5. And I'm in California, and I got it. Okay? I see my goals, and I make them happen. All right? And I always wanted an Indiana Jones hat, and I'm pretty sure it's the best thing ever. Everybody's saying it, like Donald Trump says. Everybody's saying it. Everybody's talking about it. It's the best hat ever. All right? Like, everybody knows it. Okay. Keith, I hope you're having a really good time in, where is he? Kentucky? Tennessee? Where the hell is 101st anyways? Where are those guys? So, like, are you having fun in Lakeland? Is that where you are? Lakeland? All right, yeah. I'm pretty sure a ranger like you is really happy at an air assault unit. But anyways.
Keith, did you get that joke? Write it down, then repeat it to your family, then apologize that you don't have our timing. Oh!
So anyway, back to what we were talking about. Yeah.
What about fights?
The first time they met, it was the lower weight class. Poirier is a different human being at this weight class. Before that fight, his entire camp had been begging him to go up. After that loss to Conor, he finally convinced him to go up, and he's just been tearing everybody up. I think if I watched the weigh-ins again, Conor looked a little depleted for this weigh-in. And even at the press conference, he put on too big of a show. It almost seemed fake. Even his shit talking got bad. And Poirier admitted that first fight, he allowed Conor to get in his head. And this time, you can just tell he's not in his head. Poirier's ready to get in there and rock Conor again. So to go into the picks, I'm going with Poirier again, and I'm going to go with a TKO under 3.5. Not quite sure. It might be the end of the second, early third. But I think it's going to go the same way. I think Conor's going to come out strong in the beginning. Joe and I talked again. If you watch that second fight, Conor tagged him a couple of times, and Poirier admitted, he said, yeah, I got buzzed a little bit, but it wasn't this fight-ending shot that he's used to. And at 155, Poirier is just a different person. It's a different fighter. So I'm going Poirier, TKO, under 3.5.
All right, Joe, before you go, what's the rules on crowd interference in UFC? Is there anything that's ever happened that way?
Not during a fight, no.
During a fight, because I was gonna pick McGregor because a beer bottle was gonna hit Poirier in the second round, and it's gonna.
They don't serve bottles in arena. It's all the plastic cups.
All plastic cups. Damn it. Well, I just think the rowdy.
For that reason.
I'm going to call a rowdy crowd second round knockout by McGregor because somebody's going to throw something and hit Poirier, and McGregor's just going to knock him out because he's that kind of guy. But to give McGregor some credit, I'll never forget that fight. Who was it against where he got in a half clinch and shoulder punched his nose to death?
Oh, that was Cerrone.
Yeah, Cerrone. Like, if you're able to like get in that position and actually think about doing that to somebody, and then also effectively do it, like you're a fighter. Like, there, nobody else does that. Like, it's just like, oh, okay, we're tied up. I'm gonna.
He did it. He did it in the second fight with Poirier a few times, and it was actually effective.
So yeah, I'm gonna go.
He likes that move now.
Yeah, it's. I mean,
but he also hates calf kicks.
A lot, bunches.
And to Tim Moore, who asked if my move went well, yes, it went great. Thanks.
Nice.
As you see, I'm in a new location.
Nice, yeah. So you're in Washington now, right?
Yes, JBLM.
Looking like Ben Affleck in Boiler Room.
Right.
Moved in 6 months ago.
Yeah. So.
Got the tanning bed in the other room.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Joe, what say you on this fight? Even though I already told you I was going to happen, is somebody's going to throw some in the ring and distract Poirier, and then McGregor's going to knock him out. But what do you got?
Yeah, I watched their second fight earlier today and watched it every minute of it, and man, Poirier's got his number. He does. Because I mean, he took Conor's some of his better shots and shots at 145 that would have wobbled him. Because honestly, the shot he took at 145 from Conor was nowhere near the worst strike I've seen him deliver. I mean, he caught him behind the ear and it face planted him. Poirier took some massive shots from Conor in the second fight on the chin and barely was wobbled, and all of a sudden got into a rhythm. And within 15 seconds of Poirier turning it on, the fight was over. Conor could not handle his pressure. So I'm going to go ahead and say more of the same calf kicks. Been working with the American Top Team. That's what they do. He's going to take away Conor's lead leg, and then he's going to bust him up, and I'm going to go early third round, under 3.5. So I got Poirier by third round TKO.
I hate betting on Conor to lose twice. I typically wouldn't do that, but I think when Poirier took him out that second fight, I think that removed some of that mystique off of him too. And let's face it, what Khabib did to Conor rubbed a lot of that mystique off. And then when Poirier took him out like that, I think that ended it for Poirier. Now he sees him more human and knows he can knock him out and knows he can take that shot. So again, yeah, typically I wouldn't go for Conor to lose 2 in a row, but this time absolutely Poirier under 3.5, like Joe and I said.
So your boy Tanner is on VTT right now, and he's saying #Ron Artest. I don't know if that has any correlation to anything, or he is just maybe that he's back in the lower 48, that he's maybe something's not working right with his head. But Tanner, what does that mean?
Ron Artest.
Formerly Ron Artest, now Meta World Peace.
Meta World Peace, correct. The Lakers.
You know, he actually changed that after that to the official title. Who gives a shit? That's what I call him.
He said plastic cups.
The coolest story.
So a while ago, Ron Artest was stretching and someone poured a beer on him. And Ron Artest ran up in the stands. And
dude, that was at the Palace of Auburn Hills against the Detroit Pistons. Yeah, the malice
totally
of the
justified
Palace.
in giving that ass whooping too.
Yeah, I knew that too.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, Tanner thinks because he knows a couple of sports facts that he's going to teach us a thing or two. He doesn't realize that we've just been accommodating him. Knock it off, Tanner. I mean, everybody knows about that shit. I knew one of the guys that got knocked out by Jermaine O'Neal.
Tanner's on the clown side of the picks, to where, get you once in a while, like every 16 weeks, we got you. Like, I won. But like, if you bet with these guys, not with me or Tanner, the clown picks and Tanner are not good. Tanner has no idea what he's talking about. All right, he's from some town in Texas, and is it even like real? I mean, we don't know. But like the fact is,
that's legitimately the name. Some town in Texas.
Like, and it's like, because you're from Texas and I've lived there for 2 years now, I think I know everything. So it's like,
it's got the gas station from No Country for Old Men, and that's about it.
Yeah, I know what he's saying. I know how he's feeling, though. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like, when you live in Texas, you're like, I'm better than you. All right, like, and it's like, this is why this is going to happen, because I'm better than you. So Tanner, He's coming again. Port Arthur, where Steven Jackson is from, who also ran up those Standa. Rick Ellered says Conor gets the KO midway through second round. Rick,
put some money on that, Rick. Put
Rick,
some money on that, Rick.
Are you an expert? Do you know what you're talking about?
I'll bet you, Rick.
Hey, come on the show, Rick. Come on the show and challenge these guys.
Put up a shirt.
None of them are saying Conor, right?
No, I'll put up a shirt. I'll put up a shirt if he buys. He's got to agree. He's buying if he loses.
All right, Rick, you got to buy a shirt. Buy the George Washington one. We'll give you a free shirt if you want to go Conor in the second. Let us know. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Like it's the way it's got to be. Anyways, let's draw this down because I am on vacation and it's huge because I have a good buddy of mine, David Flores. Britson, remember Flores?
Oh shit! Well, yeah, he's my first roommate at Breck.
Yeah,
back at Breck.
Flo is coming to dinner with me tonight.
Oh man,
I get to have a blast with Flores.
Don't
like I haven't
step
seen this guy,
on it. Tell him Britson told you when you see him, do not step on his toe. I did that one time. He'll know. Tell him Britson said it was the worst mistake he ever made. Is stepping on your toe that day in Iraq. He had an ingrown toenail, and I was messing with him. He stood up and he literally stood up and looked at me and said, "I don't care if you whip my ass. If you do that again, I'm going to punch you in the face." And he was dead serious. Nice. And it was the only time I ever saw him get mad. But anyways, tell him I love him.
I will definitely bring you up. So, what are your locks? What are your parlays, Joe? Go.
Locks are O'Malley, and I'll tell you another thing. Poirier is one of my locks. So my locks are O'Malley, Poirier, and Tuivasa. That actually would be the parlay. I'm sorry, and Max Griffin, the last fight of the prelims. So my parlay is Max Griffin, Tai Tuivasa, Dustin Poirier, and where did I just breeze over? O'Malley, and put O'Malley with a -1.5 on it and make it a 5-fighter. Don't put a whole lot of money on it, but don't say I didn't tell you so.
Ooh, yeah, I like the 5-fighter. Oh, you got the winded there. I like it. So, Bill, what say you?
This is the first time in a while our locks and a parlay are really close, but I got a few extra fights in there. If you looked at this fight card, there's a few of the prelims that should have been on the main card. So I'm going to throw in some parlays and locks from the prelims here. So my locks, Griffin for sure. It's last fight on the prelims. Sean O'Malley, obviously, but yeah, parlay it out the 1.5. I would also throw in Tupuria, also on the prelims, as a lock too. And if you want to do a parlay, obviously Griffin, O'Malley, Tupuria. And if you want to throw in 2 DraftKings sleepers, put in Nico Price to take out Pereira, and not really a sleeper because they're kind of evenly matched. Also put Duplessis if you want to go for a 5-fighter, to throw that in there. And if you want to go to early prelims, if you just want to go for a long parlay, which again we don't recommend, but Maya versus Jessica I would take Maya to take that fight as well.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great pick.
Maya has been, she had an all right rise, but again, that Shevchenko leg kick changed her. She's just not the same. So take Maya. She's fought hellacious fighters in that weight class as well. So if you want to throw her into a parlay too, throw in Maya to take out Jessica I for the end of that parlay.
I freaking love it, guys. I'm going to make money this weekend. I'm going to probably put 40 on Joe's and 60 on Bill's parlay. So no offense, Joe. He's just beating you. All right. So it's like, I got to do it.
None. I take none.
All right. Remember, those of you, don't gamble if you don't have the freaking money. All right. Don't do it. That's stupid. All right. But the point is put a little bit of money on a little bit of scratch on their locks and you're going to win some money. But anyways, big shout out 10 Mountain Whiskey. I have their potato vodka with me on vacation with my Indiana Jones hat. It's awesome. And always remember, this is the real length of a man's shorts.
Hey, I got a good plug for 10 Mountain here. So I did an order for this weekend and I got an entire box.
Nick, are these okay? Too
Oh,
long.
those are way too long. You are
long.
obviously
So
not a
up
veteran.
here, up here.
You're not a veteran. Yeah, right there. Okay, so
Hey, I did an order from 10th Mountain Whiskey and got a bunch of shampoo conditioner from a bad label. Emailed them, and the very next day I got 2 bottles back.
very nice. Very
Hey,
nice. Yeah.
10th Mountain takes care of their vets, and yes,
That's what
I
I
did the
do,
cordial and the bourbon, both phenomenal bottles.
I
Get
have
more.
to,
I'm telling you, get that cordial.
I have to get going, so therefore the show ends because I am the big Earl. I am the host. All right, and these two experts have given you all the ways to make money. So just rewind it, pay attention.
Oh, by the way, you're welcome.
Yeah. By the way, you're welcome, because like Joe always says, eventually it's not going to be free anymore. So get it for free now, and then we all make money. So other than that, we'll see David Flores on the show next Saturday. Awesome.
Yes.
Guy came out of the ghetto of East Los Angeles, and very prominent person now, and he was a great paratrooper and a great soldier and a great friend. So I can't wait.
Just a winner.
Yeah, I can't wait to see him tonight, and we'll also have him on the show next weekend. So it's gonna be a blast. See you guys later. Thanks, Joe and Bill. Send it 7. Trigger Joe. Expert picks as always. See you next time.